One.
Hello, my name is Mireille. I I am 11 years old and I'm grade 6 in Suchi Primary School, and I'm going to be practicing for the IELTS speaking exam. Topic 1 is about habits and routines. For a normal working day, I usually go to school and have a few tuitions after. I usually relax by just watching TV after school, and after tuition, I wash my face. I would like to lose the habit of eating too much rice because it makes my stomach look bloated. Topic 2 is about birthdays. People celebrate birthdays in my country by going to restaurants with their family or friends, maybe both, or having a small party in the mall. How, Usually at the age of 17, a lot of things happen for you. You get your official ID, you get your driving's license, you can work a full-time job. Why aren't what you the advantages of getting older is you can do more stuff, you have more freedom with your will. You have your own money and you can spend it more freely, and you can go anywhere you want whenever you want. Disadvantages of getting older is you can't rely on your parents' money anymore. You have to work for yourself. And then like everything is harder for you. You have to rely on yourself since it's a hard world and you can't really trust anybody. And yeah. Do I say anything else, miss?
You still have time.
Huh?
Anything else that you want to say?
No. Okay, this is the end of my favorite city would be Tokyo in Japan. I went there a month ago, and when I saw it, I loved it. I like Tokyo because it is very, very vast. There's a lot of things you can do, and there's a lot of sub areas in it. You can get there by MRT. You can get in all of them by MRT, whether it's from Shibuya until Shinjuku. You can go a lot there. There's a lot of places, like there's Disneyland in Tokyo. There's also a lot of animal cafes. There's a lot of random forest areas in the city where you just see city, and then forest. One of my favorite places there are, of course, Disneyland. There's also Shibuya Loft, a stationery place. There's also Warner Brothers Studios, the making of Harry Potter. And it's very, very busy during the working hours. So it encourages you to like go earlier so you can get there without getting stuck in the MRT full of people. I like how there's just a lot of random stuff in the convenience stores that you might actually need. Like there's clothes, there's makeup and everything. And then the people there are also very polite and very kind. The place is relatively clean. And then there's a lot of tourists there. So you have to choose your spots wisely, but that'll lead you to a lot of local places, which becomes really, really nice. There's a lot of local restaurants there that taste better than those viral ones. And then cabs are very expensive there, so you have to walk, which encourages exercise. uh, you can find a lot of the big malls there. Very, very, very open-minded to a lot of stuff. You can find a lot of weird stuff around the street. And there's this place called Shizuka Street in Harajuku that is filled with animal cafes, like guinea pig cafes. There's dog cafes, there's cat cafes, there's a capybara cafe somewhere in there. And then there's a lot of viral food in that street as well, like those long potato chip thingies on a stick, and those colorful cotton candies that you can decorate into anything. And then Tokyo also has a lot of character cafes, like Hello Kitty. There's Hello Kitty, there's Harry Potter. There's also Cinnamoroll, Pom Pom Porn. There's a lot of cafes specifically for each character. And then yet inside the subway, there are a lot of things inside. There's convenience stores, there's makeup, there's scalp massagers in there. There's a lot of random stuff. There's one specific thing in the Shinkansen store. And the Shinkansen station, which is called Character Street, and there are a lot of characters there. Like there's Snoopy, there's Pokemon, there's those little characters that Japanese people like. There's anime, there's One Piece, and there's also a lot of iconic food there, like Tokyo banana and those almond biscuits. And then there's also Ramen Street. There's a lot of nice local ramens around there. And yeah, and then Tokyo is also full of Ichiran, which is an incredible ramen place. Okay, I'm done. The country of Indonesia, I think it has a good amount of big cities. There's Jakarta, there's Nusantara in the building, in the making. There's Bogor. What else? There's There's Magelang. And there's Malang. I feel like we have a good amount of big cities. What are some advantages and disadvantages of living in a city? The advantages of living in a city is it's quite it's quite easy to get good cellular data there. There are wires and poles filled with electricity and Wi-Fi everywhere. And I think it's more connected to the satellite. It's more connected to the world more than a small city, which I don't think has that much access to data, not as much access. And then like you can get everything you need there. It's very easy to get like your daily necessities like shampoo or conditioner. You can just walk right by to the next convenience store and you'll find what you need. And then there's a good amount of electricity. Blackouts are not that common. And you have good air conditioning there. I don't think that's something that you would find in a small city that much. The disadvantages though is the air quality. The air quality in the city, I think it's just terrible because of pollution. And a lot of people live in the city, so there's probably a lot of carbon dioxide in the air, which I don't think is good for you. And then, of course, it's very crowded. Usually big cities are all overpopulated. So it's gonna be kind of difficult getting from one place to another in a quick duration of time, especially by car, since everyone nowadays have car. And then disadvantages. Maybe you don't get to see nature that much in a big city. You're probably gonna see a few trees here and there, but that's pretty much it. How can we reduce some of the pollution problems in today's cities? Well, for Jakarta specifically, maybe the government could try implementing better transportation systems. Like maybe installing an MRT like everywhere, not only in the central of Jakarta. And then maybe you can improve the buses. I think buses are quite smelly. Sorry, are quite smelly. So I think you can improve the quality. Maybe we can take some of the developed countries, for example, like Japan or Korea, which have developed public transportation. And maybe we can like limit the age of the car we use, since older cars produce more pollution and newer cars don't produce that much. So you have to like an age limit, like 10 years old, and you can't, if your car is 10 years old, so you can't use it anymore because it produces more pollution. Would you ever consider living long-term in a city in a different country? Maybe so. Maybe if I'm older, I would consider it, but I don't think I would actually do it. I would consider living in Osaka, in Japan. It's a very calm place. It has developed public transportation. To me, I think it's pretty peaceful there. It's not as bustling and crowded as Tokyo. So I think I prefer there. But I don't think I would actually consider it. I consider Osaka because, yeah, it's peaceful. Japanese people are very friendly. And then, like, you can get amazing temples around there. So, yeah. And then I think it's safe. I've walked in this nightlife of Osaka and Tokyo, and there's nothing concerning about it if you go to the right area. So just don't go to the wrong area. Okay, I'm done.